Hi everybody, this is the life coaching aspect of our Wednesday night. Just want to talk about a few things. So I want to just clarify why I emphasize and I talk about all the time why it's so important to always feel good now. Why that's such a huge prerequisite to us attracting the right things in our life, for us reaching our dream, okay? And we're going to talk just a little bit about that tonight. So, feeling good. Okay. So, feeling good, there are the extremes of this, right? Feeling good. Now, okay, like if that is what it sounds like it is, all that matters is to feel good now, okay? I mean, if I shoot heroin, I'm feeling good, right? But the problem is you can't sustain that, right? You're going to crash. So what I tell people is feeling good now means we do those things that are going to motivate us and make us feel alive and empowered. So there's different definitions of feeling good. So what are some things that make you feel good? Like what are kind of your words that come to mind for you, Susan, that, like what is feeling good to you? Feeling empowered, feeling positive, motivated, like are those like feel good words? Okay. So feeling, okay. Feeling motivated, empowered, alive. Holly, you got any words that come to mind when you say feeling good? What are some words that I could use to describe when I'm feeling good? Any words come to mind?
Satisfied, loved.
Okay, satisfied, yeah. That's a good one, loved. Loved is a big one. Loved is huge. Loved is a really big one. You know why? Because love is energy. So, yeah. In fact, loved is connected to this word, significant. Significant. Right? Significant. We all need to feel significant. And what is one of the things that make us feel significant? Big word in Jin, they talk about recognition. When we're recognized for something, we feel significant. And I'm not just talking about being on stage. I'm talking about recognized by your partner. Recognized for you doing something, something good, right? Or you recognizing yourself, hey, I just finished my 20 push-ups. Self-recognition, right? So like all this stuff is tied to making you feel loved, right? It's huge. And that's what Vital Health is about. That's why I've created this. This is what it's about. I want you guys to be recognized. I want you to know, hey, you're hitting your milestones. You're hitting your goals. I don't have to, not that I don't mind watching TV and movie, but the reason we go to movies and watch TV is because we see stories of people reaching the impossible and creating all these things in their life and going through all the drama and that's why we like watching it, right? But we're also writing the story in our life. And so I just feel like our society is very easy to get caught up and be like the rest of society where you are now just in your 9-to-4 job. You come home and I live through the TV to try to get some satisfaction on making me feel I'm recognized, which is a false illusion, right? It's not real. So if we don't do enough of this for ourselves, we lose motivation. And this is tied to motivation in you keeping up with your training or whatever goal you're going after. I find that all this is together. It's really powerful. When I was going through my divorce and I was going through my sadness and depression, what empowered me is by me giving out love to something else. And that brought energy back into me. So what I noticed was me jogging and loving myself, looking after me and feeling good about me and nurturing myself actually allowed me to heal faster. It was really cool to have that work. And it was kind of like love was all around me. but I just didn't see it. Like the ducks love them. You know, I feed them. Right? And the people that I train, in some ways, I'm loving them, right? I'm helping them, I'm nurturing them, I'm feeling good for them. So that, all this exchange that we have is really, really, really important, I think. And I think that's what we're losing as a society, is a sense of community. Like, you know, that belongingness. You know, in the olden days, like, you know, when I came to Canada in '68, like, it was like Maybury. You know Maybury? Andy Griffin show? Do you remember that show? Like, I walked down Mary Street, just like out of a movie. It was Mary Street and Elm Street, and I walked down, and Miss Martha Howard lived on this street. Then, you know, the McDonald's were over here. They were right across the street from me, the six boys. Like, everyone knew everybody. There was an open door policy. I'd go on over to Mr. McDonald's house, and if it was supper on, I'd be part of the supper. Come on in. You know, like, it was an open door policy for everybody. There was none of this fear. You know, there was just incredible feeling of community. They knew that we were new in the country, so the whole neighborhood wanted to make us feel welcome. You know, Nucciato, my Italian friend in the corner with his Italian, and they'd have their Italian dinners, you know, every Sunday. You know, 50 people in this house. It was crazy. But it made you feel alive, man. Like, I felt like I belonged to this community. Do we have that anymore? No. Now our houses are like fortresses. You can't get in, right? Everything's, you know, there's a button for everything, you know. Everyone wants to be like, you know, in my space with my computer, right? And people are friggin' depressed. Why? Because we don't understand this. We're not recognizing one another. We're not feeling significant for contributing something of ourselves. And hence our motivation is diminishing. And hence it leads to junk food eating, a lot of TV, cyberspace, internet. And this is what's happening. Okay? So I'm trying to counter some of that. So it all comes back to this, feeling good now. So if you're going through a bad day, I'll tell you this. I've had my bad days, just like everybody else. You know what I do? I think of things like, even today, right? Like, I'll be honest with you. I don't like the fact that I'm sick right now. I'm one of these people, I really don't like it. I want to get over it as fast as I can, right? But I can't help it, right? I got to endure this, and I want to train, but I can't because I know I'll get worse. That's what happened Monday. I did the class. I'm like, so I do things to make myself feel better. So I'm going to go home tonight, and I'm going to watch my certain Suits program on Netflix, right? I have a certain tea that I drink, you know. Like, I got it all planned. Yeah, but I do this other tea, like, you know, I make, so I have all these little tricks that I do, right? Or I'm going to do my organic cocoa drink, you know. It's going to make me feel good, you know, according to my macros. So this is all the little things that I do to feel better. So I always tell people, always think, when you're not feeling, when you're off a little bit, just think, okay, what can I do in the next couple hours to feel a little bit better, right? From the stress at work or whatever. What can I do? Or even at the office desk, I say, just because if you don't do those things, what happens? It catches up to you and they build. And at the end of a week, you'll feel like you're not as motivated. Do you know what I mean? Like, all these things catch up to you and they demotivate you. So it's so important to kind of just always be aware of that. So that's kind of why I harp on this all the time. Okay? So I hope you got something out of that, everybody. Take care.